guys, welcome back to the CNC Auto channel. I'm your friendly neighborhood mechanic Les, and this of course is my friend Bagel. And today we're back on the Franken Caddy project again. We're going to take it for the first test drive. The things that I'm going to show you here are the same things you're going to look for on any vehicle that you take out for the first time. So Bagel, Mrs. C behind the camera, thank you today. We're going to take this one out for a drive, and we're going to take you guys along with us. So come on, let's go have some fun. Quick reminder guys, if you're enjoying our videos, please like and especially subscribe. And don't forget, every new subscriber gets Bagel a treat. We appreciate you guys. We want to make these videos the best that we can, so please leave us some comments down below on how we can do better for you guys. And Bagel and I and Mrs. C behind the camera, we really appreciate you.
All right, we're going to take her for a test drive. I told you guys that I would do this a couple of days ago, but we've had some inclement weather. It's finally nice out, and before it gets dark, I thought we'd go around the block and I'd show you what to look for whenever you take a car out for the first time after you've worked on it. Here we go, Bagel. Well, it started. That's always a good sign. Okay. Steering's working. I get the seat belts and the seats and the mirrors all situated. All right, here we go. Put it in reverse. We're backing out. So one of the things that we're looking for as we take this car on its first test drive is, of course, how does it run? We're looking at the gauges. We're feeling the way that the engine idles, the way that the engine runs under low acceleration, the way the brakes feel when we apply them. Especially whatever you've worked on, you want to make sure that that feels right. Testing the steering. What do you think about that, Bagel? Does the steering work? All right, I'm going to test the brakes a little bit here. Brakes are good. Gets up to speed okay. Seems to be riding fine. One of the things we want to do is pay attention to our gauges as we're driving around. Now, I'm on a closed course, of course. Very safe here, and I'm looking to make sure that we get up to operating temperature. Feels pretty good, nice and smooth. It's running well. No check engine lights have come up. It's always a good sign. Still a little chilly outside. Again, we're waiting for the car to get up to operating temperature, but while I'm waiting on that, I'm just driving around. I'm testing the brakes, I'm testing the suspension, going over bumps, making sure that I don't feel anything that's out of place or making funny noises. The car doesn't pull to the right or to the left when I brake. That could give an indication that one or more of the brakes is not working effectively. So here we are in our closed course, and I'm going to go ahead and give it a little bit more of acceleration. Nice and smooth, a lot of power. Brakes are working good. Got the heater on, starting to warm up. Operating temperature now. You want to watch that temperature gauge over here on the left. We don't want that temperature gauge to keep climbing. You want it to go up to the middle of the temperature gauge and stay there. If it keeps climbing, you may have a problem with your cooling system. Maybe there's not enough coolant in the system. Maybe the water pump isn't good. Hey Bagel, what do you think? Doing pretty good so far, don't you think? What am I forgetting, Bagel? What have I not checked out on this first drive? How about you, Mrs. C? What have we forgotten to check out?
What about lights, windshield wipers, electronics?
Oh, yeah, that's a great one. Yeah, we need to go through all of these switches and make sure things are working. So we've got the headlights on. Those are working. Okay. Some brights work. Yep. All right. How about turn signals? They seem to be working. How about wipers, good. Okay. Power windows. This one's good. Pass good. I don't want to roll them down too much and let all the warm air out. It's getting warm, which tells us that the heater's working. That means that the water's getting warmed up by the engine and running through that heater core. Everything's working there, and we're still staying right in the middle on our temperature gauge. So far, so good. Go ahead and do a couple of spirited takeoffs and braking to see how things do when you're on it a little bit. So hold on, guys. Takes off pretty well. Brakes pretty well. We don't want to go too fast. We don't want Bagel and Mrs. C flying out of their seats back there. But we had to test it, didn't we? I know. So this little 3.6 got a lot of power, huh, Bagel? Yeah. Almost scared you. Doing pretty good. One more time around the block and I think we'll be done with our first test drive. When we get back to the shop, we want to make sure that we bring it in and check under the hood and underneath the vehicle for any kind of leaks, huh, Bagel? But so far, has it checked out? Is it Bagel approved so far? All right, we made it back, Bagel. Let's go see. We'll put it in here, look underneath the hood, look under the car, and see if we find any leaks. That'll tell us what else we need to work on. Turn her off. All right, let's go see. So we took her for a test drive. We went out, noticed everything worked the way it was supposed to work. Came back, looked underneath, no leaks. The only thing that I saw was that the coolant bottle was a little low when we got back, but that's to be expected because as you start an engine for the first time, there's a lot of nooks and crannies that don't have coolant in them. And as you run it, that coolant will fill in those nooks and crannies, and it's expected that the bottle will go a little bit low while you're doing that. So we top that off, we'll keep an eye on it, take it for a few more test drives. There you go. Well, what do you think, Bagel? Is this one Bagel approved? Well, that tail wagging tells me something. Either you really like treats or you like the Franken Caddy. That's well. Well, thank you guys for joining us tonight for the first test drive of the Franken Caddy. What we showed today is going to be applicable for any car that's been off the road for a little while that you're going to get back out for the first time. Just a quick review, watch that coolant temperature the whole time. You want it to come up to temperature and stay there. If it keeps climbing, you better stop, take her back, okay? When you get back, look for leaks, look and see if everything under the hood is in good working order, and if so, feel a little bit more confident about taking it for a little bit more of a test drive. Maybe go get your burger, take your lady out, grab an ice cream. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you like this stuff, like and subscribe. Let me know down in the comments section, what else would you check on a car on the first test drive? We really appreciate you coming along, Bagel and I and Mrs. C. And so thank you guys. We appreciate it. God bless.